So it's been about a month now that I've had my greenhouse up, and I thought it was about time that I give you a little bit of a tour, show you what sort of things I've got growing, and just wanted to highlight some of my favourite features of this greenhouse. So let's get into it. So welcome inside on this very hot summer day. So this is my poppy greenhouse from Backyard Discovery. It's 9 foot by 6 foot. So a pretty compact greenhouse, perfect for a smaller garden like I've got. Starting off with the storage, so we've got loads of racking in here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves on this side. Then up here we have a long shelf going along that side. We've got this whole staging along here for you to do your potting up and bits. And on the back wall, you've got space to be able to hang things. So right now I've got all of my tools hung up on a little hook. Just keeps it in one place so that I'm less likely for them to go missing somewhere in the garden. As long as I keep on top of putting them back in here. So at the moment on the racking, I've got a few different pots that I'm storing. I've got some grass seed, I've got a few tools. I've got all my spring bulbs, which I've lifted from pots. So they've dried out now and will be ready to pot on again in October, November time. I've got a big box of seeds which need sorting out desperately. Then I've got all of my fertilisers and compost down at the bottom. Right now it's mid-July, so the height of summer, but that's not to say that you can't grow anything from seed right now. So over here I've got some of my biennials that I've sown in the last couple of weeks. There's a few that I've already pricked out of their trays, like my hollyhocks, but some of the others were a little bit slower. So here we have some larkspur, some honesty and some foxgloves, which I'm still waiting to grow a little bit more before I put them into their next tray. And with biennials, obviously you just leave them in their pots over winter in a cold frame or a greenhouse. Over here we've got some more plants. So these are actually strawberry runners. So I've cut them off some of my plants and just stuck them in this little Tupperware of water and waiting for them to root. So you can just start to see the roots emerging from there. And I just find that in the heat of summer, this is the best way to do it. So you ensure that the plants get roots before you plant them out. Who doesn't want free strawberry plants? Also growing in here at the moment, the main event, which are my chilies. So I've got 3 different jalapenos. I think I've got an Apache, a Fresno, and I think at the back is a Marmara sweet pepper. I have tried growing chilies outside before, but they just do so much better in the greenhouse. And then down here, I've got some basil. Unfortunately, my basil never germinated this year. Must have had a dodgy batch of seed. So what I did is I took a supermarket basil, split it into multiple plants, and now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different plants, and they'll just keep growing throughout the season. Very easy and very cheap way to do it, because you can get herbs from pretty much any supermarket. They're already established and they chuck about 20 seedlings in a pot. In my day-to-day life, I'm actually a houseplant grower. So this is one that I took from work. It is a Philodendron Hope, and I've just been looking after it, and I thought that the greenhouse would be the perfect place for it actually. And it's come on leaps and bounds since I repot it, gave it a little bit more fertiliser, and I'm really pleased with how it's doing. I've also been propagating a few of my other houseplants. Now this is a string of hearts. They tend to go pretty out of control, so all I did was cut off a few of the shoots, pop them in some water for a week or 2, let them grow just the first signs of a root, and then pop them in this pot. And they're already growing at a pretty rapid rate, so we'll have this trailing all down the side very soon, I'm sure. Now over in this corner we've got more veg growing. So down here we have some dwarf French beans. So I sowed them pretty late in the season, but they've already got a few pods forming, which is great to see. And then here we have a cucumber. So this is Cucumber Ridge Perfection. So you can grow this one either in a greenhouse or outside. But I'm hoping that we'll get a really decent crop off this. I mean, you can see that it's massive already. And we have a fair few cucumbers already starting on the plant. So keep your fingers crossed. So over on this side of the greenhouse, not only have we got this lovely window, but we've also got an extractor fan, which in the middle of summer is a godsend. Greenhouses can get hot, but we don't want them too hot. So here's the little temperature probe. You just stick it up on the highest point, and then you put your set point to whatever temperature you want for the extractor fan to come on. At the moment I've set it to 30, but you can put it to whatever you want and it will just come on automatically, which is amazing. A couple of the other features which I want to show you. So we've obviously got the power socket, which is great. So I'm going to be able to put a light in here and come out here in the winter whenever I want. But also we've got a hose pipe connection. No more dragging the hose just when you want to do a couple of seedlings in here. And then if you follow me outside, I'll show you my favourite thing. I love sitting outside my greenhouse, and I think all of the pots that I've planted up just make it so special and like a lovely little cottage garden. But I think the most amazing thing is this overhang. You can have as many hanging baskets as you want, and the flowers will just trail down. So it makes the greenhouse just a massive feature in the garden. So let me know in the comments what you think of the new greenhouse, and I'll catch you in the next video.